Hi there, I am Sula Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share and subscribe and ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And I had this little article came across my desk this morning saying the survey links negative opinions on The Last Jedi to being sexist, anti-PC and conservative. Yeah. So this is something that these type of people like to do. I don't have a name for these type of people. I would say some people use the word SJW. I really don't want to use that because it's a quite pejorative term. I think it's not a very nice way to talk about people. Progressive liberals, but is another word. But it doesn't really work either. These people are literally the worst people in Western society. They're worse than terrorists. At least terrorists have some kind of ideological goal, or they're worse than criminals because criminals want money. They don't care if it's like these people just want control. These people are a cancer on society in that they infect a host body and then they invade it completely and then they kill it. In another video I made today, I use the example of the YA novels, which is an industry which is crippled. It's selling half of what it used to sell, and the sales are falling because it's completely been infected by these type of people. And what they do is exactly what they've done here with this survey. Is they try and concretize their beliefs as science. They're science, so you can't argue with me. And no, it's bogus science, which I tell you, I have no idea about climate change. I really, genuinely don't know. I think the solutions that are put forth for climate change are perhaps not the best ones, and will probably be more destructive than other ones, and don't address the problem. Look, if you're somebody who's really, really worried about climate change, and who knows, climate change, if it's going to destroy the world, then I think we've got to go to have a military intervention against the countries that are causing the most climate change. Like, we've got to invade India and China. Good luck with that. But as far as I understand it, even if all the countries, including America, that are signed on to the Paris Accords, kept them, which they don't, but even if they did, it wouldn't make a difference. Again, from what I understand, I am not an expert. I am really not an expert. I don't know what to think. But the reason I don't know what to think is because the people who put forward climate change are the same of these type of people. They say what they believe is science, and you can't argue with it. Science. And then it turns out, not so much. As with this, so this scientific study is using I would say biased data collection to come up with the result they want, which I have to think is what happened with the Brexit election and the 2016 presidential election. I just think that people collecting the data, or people who were in charge of collecting data for the surveys, just wanted one result, and they didn't want to even think about the other result happening. It was unthinkable for them, and so they had the data collection was skewed, so the result would come out the way in their prediction models the way they wanted to do. And I think they did that cynically, so the prediction models would cause the result that they want. And they're still kind of amazed that it didn't. But it does in this case, the Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was, for all its awful flaws, and they did have many, many, many awful flaws, it was perhaps one of the most unifying things in fandom in a long time. In that I have friends on Facebook who are diametrically opposed to me in every way possible, in politics and we all agreed. We all agreed The Last Jedi was horrible. The Last Jedi was an abomination. Where we disagreed, we all agreed that just about every creative decision in it was a bad one. Now, my premise is every creative decision in it was a bad one because they wanted to, they were following this liberal, progressive, social justice agenda. The people who are kind of into that say, no, it was just bad filmmaking. But we all agree it was horrible. Everybody agrees it was horrible because it was horrible. And moreover, I would say this: if you're still arguing for the Last Jedi, like what, a year later, more than a year later, I can't even remember how long it feels like. Feels like yesterday. Oh, it came out at Christmas. My God, that's all. It's only been 6 months. That can't be. No, well, 18 months later. Fine, that makes more sense. If you're still arguing in favor of it, the reason that you liked it is because you are a subscriber to this progressive, liberal, social justice outlook of the world, and it's so incredibly intrinsic to you that you're saying that this agenda that you're saying doesn't exist is the reason that you loved it. Because the only, I would say pretty much the same is true with Doctor Who season 11. The people who love it, I just don't understand anybody loving it who doesn't have that kind of like that personal worldview that they wants to see ratified and justified. Just in terms of entertainment, it was very weak. Same with this, it was very weak. I would say probably the same thing about Star Trek Discovery, the season 2 especially. Oh God, it was a stinker. The creative choices were bad. They were bad and silly and driven by current day politics and agenda. Which I firmly believe has nothing to do with helping anyone, nothing to do with helping any marginalized people, but it's all to do with power. It's all to do with grabbing power and for power's sake. Because as I said, I opened this video saying it, these are the worst people in the universe. And they really are. They're disgusting, they're horrible, and I can't wait till they just, they're not them actually physically die, but their diseased outlook on the world, where everything is in terms of grievance, is laughed out of existence, because it's such a demeaning way to look at the world, to see who has the greater grievance. People are layered and three-dimensional, and to reduce them to their gender, their skin color, their sexual orientation is vile, is disgusting. And that's exactly what they're doing. And that's what this survey is doing, and it's just looking to justify itself, to say, it's science that you're a sexist racist, that's why you didn't like The Last Jedi, not because it was a bad film, because it was a very good film, because it confirmed my ideological worldview, which it didn't have any agenda to do anyway. Yeah, right. Okay. So whatever you want to say, mate. That's basically my 2 cents of the matter. I am Sheila Beckin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe.